This is the one and only GM, and today I'm gonna make this video, and this video is basically the current state of the Tekken 8 community. There's been a lot of drama and a lot of negative things that's been happening lately in the Tekken 8 community. So I want to, talk about all the things that's been happening. Also, guys, there's a lot of stuff, so this video might be kind of long. So yeah, man, let's get into it so everybody can know the current state of the Tekken 8 community. First of all, Tekken 8, as you can see, has been review bombed for the second time in 5 days. The review bomb has doubled the negative reviews of the first incident. The first incident, you just see the review bombs right here. You see that? And that's the second incident. So that's the first one, and this is the second one. And the reason why Tekken 8 has been reviewed bombed is because people are really upset that you gotta pay for the stages. You see, this is why people are mad, because you gotta pay for the Jumanji Temple stage, which is $5, even if you bought the season pass. The summer stage for Lydia was free, and you only had to pay for Lydia, but the stage, the Tekken 8 Jumanji stage, which is Heihachi stage, you have to pay it. So you see a 1,200 likes, 300 comments. Bro, I have Ultimate Edition, is making me pay. The issue with what Namco did, I'll be real with you, if you buy an Ultimate Edition of a game that comes with the season pass, you should get all the content for free. All the content you should get for free. So like costumes that come out, you should get for free. The stages you should get for free, and the characters, because that's the point of getting the Ultimate Edition, and that's the point of getting the season pass, because the Ultimate Edition costs over $100. So they should give you all the content in the game for you spending over $100 plus a season pass, because as a gamer, that's what I want out of a season pass. I want all the content in the game. I want all the costumes. I want all the characters. You deserve that for getting the season pass. The thing with Namco is that they trying to make money off of everything. So they put microtransactions in the game. They're making you pay for costumes, and they're also making you pay for stages too, just so they can make more money off the game. And that's pissing a lot of people off. So that's why the game is getting reviewed bomb. And Namco is known for making season passes like that, because I remember I bought the Ni no Kuni 2 season pass, and I had to wait a very long time to get what the season pass had to offer, and most of the stuff was like free without the season pass. So at the end of the day, it was a waste of money. So that's why that's one of the things why people was upset. They don't want to pay for stages that should be free because you bought the season pass. Okay, on to the next issue. One of the players at Tiger Uppercut, his name is Tekken Xiao Cheng. He's from China. He got top 16 at the tournament, Tiger Uppercut. They DQ'd him and then not let him play the top 8 match, because they was going to stream the match, and he happened to be Chinese, and apparently Chinese players are banned from competing at TWT. If you're Chinese, you cannot compete at TWT. Apparently a Russian player also got DQ'd also. So apparently the kid was crying, and the kid was really sad because he got top 16. And, they didn't let him play to get top 8. I'm guessing the organizers probably didn't think he would get top 8, which is pretty messed up. Honestly, fighting games, ever since they became esports and they started adding like politics to fighting games, I feel like everything has gotten worse. There's too much drama now. There's too much, you can't say this, you can't do that. I think as fighting game players, fighting games are for everybody. Everybody should be able to play fighting games. Everybody, no matter where you're from, your race, your religion. Fighting games has always been an open thing, especially since back in the arcade days. It doesn't matter where you're from, you was allowed to play. But now, since there's politics and all types of stuff involved, there's so much stuff. He can't play just because he's Chinese, and apparently it's because Bandai Namco has like an American partnership, and China is one of the countries that's not available to play in their tournaments. I think it's because Namco is part of the USA joint, and Capcom isn't. So that's why people like Shanghai and stuff like that can play in Capcom Corp and qualify and win. Namco put out a statement. We have to disqualify a player from Tiger Uppercut Master Event who does not reside in an eligible country under Tekken World 2024 regulations. Although we did our best to explain the circumstances to the player and follow the official rules, this led to an unprecedented situation. We understand this decision has caused disappointment among some members of the community, and we consider adjusting the official rules for the future seasons. Okay, so basically from this, what they said, they're not gonna help the player. Like, I feel like the player should have definitely got some kind of reimbursement or some kind of money or some kind of deal for you know what happened to him, you know. But one of the things I do have to say about this, you know, I felt like the sponsor of the player should have read the rule set before sending the player for a situation like this not to happen, because it does say, you know, in the regulations, you have to read the fine print, and the fine print, it says what countries are not allowed to play in TWT, and you know, China just happens to be one of them. It's messed up, and I feel bad for the kid, but I feel like the sponsor and the person that flew him should have read the rule set before sending him to this tournament, so this wouldn't happen. Because it's messed up that this happened, but you know, they got in the official rules that certain countries are not allowed. Again, guys, I am totally against it. I feel like everybody should be able to play. You know, Namco has been pretty political recently with things, so I'm not surprised at this. I'm really not surprised at this. But I think Namco should let everybody play, because if it's a world tour, like, everybody in the world should be played. But I know Russia is not allowed to play. China's not allowed to play. I think it's silly. I think everybody should be allowed to play regardless of where you're from. I think just because of having a certain player from a certain place play at your tournament shouldn't make your tournament worse. I think they just don't want to get judged by certain types of people, I guess. But, you know, they're receiving a lot of backlash for this, man. I feel bad for the kid. You know, he flew out there, did his thing, you know, and it was like they not gonna let you play. That makes sense. Like, you know, that something similar happened to me where I got top 8 at an Evo ESL online tournament, and they didn't even let me play. And I registered on 3 different platforms, and they just still didn't let me play. And I think it's because of one of the reasons was because they just didn't want me to play on stream or give me any type of burn. So there's a lot of politics involved in the FGC where they won't let you play depending on your race, where you from, or if they like you or not. It's just the way the FGC is, and I think the FGC is in a really bad place right now with all the stuff that's happening. So that's one of the things. Now we're gonna keep it moving. Now we're gonna go to the speed kicks issue. So apparently Speed Kicks was saying stuff about making jokes about Islam and the Quran and stuff like that on Twitter and Discord. You know, as you can see, he's making all types of jokes. You know, there's other people also saying the jokes too. And you know, there's certain Muslims in the FGC, you know, that are not happy about him making jokes about their religion. So Ghost Sound is one of them. You know, Speed Kicks was like, if it's just Twitch banter, you know what I'm saying, to keep it halal. I think honestly, in general, when it comes to like religion, I don't think anybody should make jokes about religion. You see, he doesn't like, you see, as Muslims, they don't take kindly to people mocking their faith. Nobody likes people making fun of their religion. I think when it comes to religion jokes are off the table. Anything religion when it comes to fighting games should be off the table. I think politics and religion should be completely off the table when it comes to fighting games. Completely. Religion, politics, everything. Fighting games is not meant to have these type of things. If you Muslim or religious, you know, that's good, that's fine. But I don't think anybody joking about that stuff or anybody putting their faith onto people should be in fighting games. Keep that to yourself. That's a personal thing. Fighting games are video games. They meant to have fun, not meant to, you know, go in depth with this type of stuff. So they trying to cancel Speed Kicks over this. My thing is, like I said, man, I don't think he should be joking about this stuff. You know, especially now that we live in an era that everybody gets offended by anything. And, you know, jokes are seemed as serious like extremely serious. So you shouldn't be joking like that. And two, people don't take jokes like that. So that's two red flags of the situation. One, don't joke about religion, and two, you should know better to be joking about stuff when everybody takes offense to all types of stuff. Of course, you know, he's trying to defend himself and stuff like that. Then Big Bird is a big FGC Street Fighter guy. He's considered a very big boundary when it comes to joking about Islam, and especially, you see, so we Muslims don't really joke about anything Islam related. And, you know, Speed Kick has a big platform. So of course he's gonna enable, but yeah. So of course, because Speed Kicks has a big following, and his supporters see him like a father figure. They see him like kind of like a god or a lord. So they're gonna copy every single thing he says, and they're gonna copy every single thing he does. That's just how it is. So that's why, you know, a lot of dudes is mad about it. You know, there's other players that have talked about it. Super Akuma also. Super Akuma, let's look him up quick, as you can see what he had to say about it. I follow Super Akuma. Let's go. Okay, so let's look at what Super Akuma. Sad situation summed up. Speed says something inappropriate. His friends tell him in private how bad it was. Speed doesn't acknowledge it, focus on the tone. No apology, ends up on Twitter, but in Speed's defense comes should he come to the DMs to be educated. And of course there's people going in on Super Akuma about it. He said, you know, this dude Janver was going in hot and loud and wasn't really trying to teach people. And then, you know, we click on the Janver joint and y'all can see everything that's being said right there. You know, Janver is upset because he said Speed Kicks is making fun of his religion. And then Speed Kicks is like, I would like to present you a special alternative message you just sent me. Just say, hey, dude, it wasn't cool. And then Janver's like, are you being serious right now? I don't know, man. I just think mixing politics with all this stuff is kind of crazy. And I feel like some of these players, bro, like they just want to make big deals, or just, I don't know, they just want to be around the cool kids, right? That's the situation right now. This guy Janver just wants to be around the cool kids, and he doesn't like that the cool kids is making fun of or joking about his religion. But you know, you want to be surrounded by these cool kids, right? I think in general taking it to Twitter is really childish, and I feel like his main goal was to try to get Speed Kicks canceled over all of this. Is obviously was trying to get Speed Kicks canceled, because if somebody's actually your friend, because these guys are supposed to be friends with each other, they're supposed to be friends with each other, right? If you're friends with somebody and you don't agree with something your friend said, you should take it in the DMs. You shouldn't go to Twitter and post it on Twitter and just say that you want an apology. And we had many discussions about Islam. I share my feelings with you, but yeah, you shouldn't be talking about religion with somebody that's not part of that religion. Speed Kicks is not Islam, right? So he shouldn't be talking about that issue with him. This should be nothing, no talking. This is a Tekken Discord. There shouldn't be no talking about religion or nothing in a Tekken Discord. That's the issue. These guys get too personal with things like that. And then when somebody says something, you know. But I think if you friends with somebody, because apparently this guy, this screenshot supposed to make you look like a reasonable one. You came at someone super hostile. Yeah, he was acting real ham, like he was trying to threaten him or something like that. Like I said, if you friends with somebody, you shouldn't go to Twitter and post the DMs and stuff, because it shows you're not really friends with the person. It just shows you want to cancel the person over your disagreement with them, or you not liking what you say. That's why a lot of Tekken players are extremely immature, are very immature. You see that he has the little Animaniacs joint too. He's extremely immature. If you have issues with your friends, you take it in the DMs. You don't blast it on Twitter. It makes you look like a fool, and it shows that you can't be a trustworthy friend to do stuff like that, because these guys are apparently friends. Sorry that I was extremely upset. I guess I was informed. Can you just seriously not see how your first message to Speed Kicks, how you felt extremely disrespectful? That's not how you go about informing somebody. Yeah, especially if somebody's not a part of the religion. Like I said, at the end of the day, nobody should joke about religion. Nobody should be talking about religion with people, especially if they're not a part of that religion. You keep that to yourself. So there's a lot of issues in this thing, and I don't think it belongs in fighting games, honestly. Like I said, you shouldn't make fun of religion, and you shouldn't be going ham on your friend if your friend doesn't understand it. Like, it seems like you just going on Twitter just to cancel your friend. It's a silly thing, and I just hope better for the FGC, man. People just need to stick to playing fighting games, and stop it with this crazy stuff, man. Like, it's just making everything, it's just making the Tekken scene look really bad. So there's another thing we're gonna go into too. JJ Breeze at DreamHack Atlanta. Outside of what happened, I understand there's a time and place for everything, and let my emotions take over and I apologize for getting out of character. On the other hand, I could have had place fourth, could have easily been in finals. Okay, so basically what happened is JJ Breeze was about to get into a fight with Shinblade. If y'all don't know who Shinblade is, he's a Steve player, and he has a lot of issues with Boney Too Sweet and other people in the community, apparently, because we'll go to this. I'm just saying, I got registered for TWT events, and Shin got to register as an offender. We are not the same. So he's beefing with this Fury guy too. And the thing is, apparently Shinblade has like an active court case going on now over something that happened with him and the FGC girl and some other girls in the joint. So he's beefing with him, and then JJ Breeze is also beefing with them too, because he doesn't respect, you know, his people and the people that, you know, apparently one of Shinblade's boys was going ham in the crowd, you know, about Shinblade, and, you know, having Shinblade you know, wanting Shinblade to win and stuff like that. And this guy JJ Breeze didn't like that. I think I don't remember the guy's name though, but it's one of Shinblade's friends, and he was going in. So yeah, there's a lot of issues. So the Fury and Shinblade been going back and forth for a long time. They've been ODing. And then this girl, you say you enjoy fabricating lies and zero proof of anything and blah blah blah. So that's one of the issues too with the FGC. They mix real life. All this stuff about him have to register as an offender and all that has nothing to do with fighting games, man. None of that has to do anything with fighting games. You know, there was, and fighting at tournaments, that's a no-go too. I think it's this: if somebody is an actual criminal and there's evidence and they went to jail and they got found guilty, then yeah, if you want to ban them from a fighting game tournament, you could ban them if you don't want those type of people in your tournament. But you know, if there's no, if he's not like actually, like, you know, prosecuted as a criminal, then it's different. But it just seems like these people have some sort, like, these people just don't like each other, and you know, they heard stuff about each other, and they got friends that told them, you know, this person did this, you know, Shinblade did this and that and blah blah blah, and these people are really mad at Shinblade because, you know, there's a lot of people that said that he's done stuff to them and they're mad about it. So this is more of a personal thing, but I think it should be held outside of the fighting game tournaments. It makes the fighting game tournaments really bad if dudes is about to fight at tournaments, because there's a video of this, they were about to fight at the tournament. I think any fighting at tournaments is a no-go. It makes the FGC look bad with this fighting and this real life, all this drama about him being an offender. That's not FGC stuff, man. Who, like, that's serious allegations and serious stuff, but that has nothing to do with fighting games, man. I miss when fighting games was all about competing and seeing who's better. All this silly drama stuff about stuff that has nothing to do with fighting games does not belong in fighting games. If it's a real serious allegation, take it to the court. You know what I'm saying? Take it to where the officers could do something about it, or like the actual law. This does not belong in it. So you can see the Tekken Twitter, there's a lot of drama happening with the Tekken 8 community, a lot, and it's not very good. It's really, really bad. Everything is going on and it's affecting everything. A lot of people are not playing Tekken as much. A lot of people are not enjoying Tekken as much. You know, it seems like almost every week somebody's getting canceled. If it's not me, for, you know, I did a donation drive a while long ago. We only raised like $40, so of course I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna be able to go to no damn Evil Japan with $40. Nobody in my stream had an issue with it, but dudes on Twitter had an issue about it, and they went to Twitter and tried to cancel me over it. So it's just a lot of crazy stuff. You know, people are just going crazy over stuff that has nothing to do with fighting games. But yeah, man, that's it for this video. I hope the Tekken community could do better, because this is bad. People should just focus on getting good at the game. People should just focus on making content to help people get better at the game. And people should just be more positive about Tekken 8, because all this negative stuff with the community, making the community look crazy, ain't doing the community no favors. None of this stuff is good for the community, man, at all. So I just hope it's better, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about all the crazy stuff that's been happening in the Tekken community, because it's been making Tekken look real bad. And honestly, competitive wise, the game is in a rough spot, man. Always top tiers all the time, and all this politics happening in tournaments that's more than just being good at the game. It's literally just about all types of who you friends with, and all types of stuff, man, that has nothing to do with the game. So like I said, I hope it becomes better, and I just want to make this video to show you guys everything that's going wrong with the Tekken community, what's happening now. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out and take care. Laters.